Christopher Hitchens' memoir, Hitch-22, provides a sweeping narrative of his personal and intellectual life, weaving together themes of politics, culture, religion, and personal experiences. It offers insights into the life of one of the most controversial and influential intellectuals of modern times, revealing his evolution as a thinker, writer, and provocateur. The book begins with Hitchens' childhood in post-war England, where he describes his relationships with his parents, particularly his mother, Yvonne, whose tragic suicide deeply impacted him. He contrasts the reserved personality of his father, a former naval officer, with his mother's free-spirited and ambitious nature, which instilled in him an early love of literature and debate. These formative years, marked by discipline and self-reflection, laid the foundation for his rebellious intellect and lifelong commitment to questioning authority. Hitchens details his time at Oxford University, where he became deeply involved in leftist politics and activism, particularly around issues such as the Vietnam War and apartheid in South Africa. This period also marked the beginning of his friendships with other influential figures, such as Martin Amis and Salman Rushdie, as well as his early career as a journalist. These years shaped his commitment to internationalism and his disdain for totalitarianism, which would define much of his later work. The memoir moves into Hitchens' professional life as a writer and public intellectual. He describes his travels to global hotspots, including Eastern Europe during the Cold War, Latin America during its revolutionary movements, and the Middle East. His journalistic work often put him at the center of history, whether reporting on the Kurdish plight in Iraq, the Falklands War, or conflicts in Bosnia and Lebanon. Through these experiences, he chronicles his growing understanding of the complexities of power and oppression, as well as the challenges of maintaining moral clarity in a chaotic world. One of the central themes of Hitch-22 is Hitchens' ideological evolution. He describes his break from the political left, particularly after 9/11, when he supported the US-led invasion of Iraq, a stance that alienated many of his former allies. He reflects on his contentious relationship with religion, culminating in his full embrace of atheism and his sharp critiques of organized faith, famously articulated in his later work, God is Not Great. Hitchens also addresses the contradictions in his own life, candidly discussing his personal flaws, including struggles with addiction and moments of regret. Hitchens intertwines personal anecdotes with reflections on history, philosophy, and literature, paying homage to the figures and ideas that shaped him. He writes about his friendships with figures like Edward Said and his respect for figures such as George Orwell and Thomas Jefferson. He also addresses his battles with political correctness, his advocacy for free speech, and his defense of Western liberal values. The memoir ends on a poignant note as Hitchens reflects on mortality, having been diagnosed with esophageal cancer shortly after the book's publication. He confronts the reality of death with the same intellectual rigor and wit that defined his life, leaving readers with a profound meditation on the value of curiosity, courage, and conviction. Hitch-22 is not only a chronicle of Hitchens' life but also a broader exploration of the political and cultural landscape of the 20th and early 21st centuries. It provides a window into the mind of one of the most polarizing and brilliant thinkers of his time, offering an unflinching portrait of a life dedicated to the pursuit of truth and the power of ideas. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for other interesting book summaries to spice up your reading list.